Alright, so I'm going to title this video Overcoming Social Anxiety / motherfucking Depression, right? Not so much depression, but fucking more so social anxiety, because every motherfucker that you see nowadays, these beta motherfuckers, they all got social anxiety and they're scared to do shit, right? So I'll tell you guys a quick fucking story really quick about when I was fucking younger. So I used to smoke a lot of cigarettes when I was fucking younger, right? So one day I bummed a Newport 100 off this fucking kid. I was like, yo, let me get a cigarette. And this kid was like a big coke dealer. So he gave me a cigarette and I smoked it. And all of a sudden my body went fucking completely numb. And I was like, holy shit. I was like, the cigarette was laced with fucking coke. And now I'm screwed for life. My body's gonna keep going numb for life. I'm gonna keep getting these horrible feelings of fucking everyone's looking at me, I'm acting weird, and I developed fucking anxiety from that shit. So after that, I went to the fucking psychiatrist, which is a complete fucking scam, bullshit, waste of fucking time. And he put me on Prozac. And fucking Prozac is fucking, I don't know what it does, it just makes you really happy, supposedly fucking rid you of your fucking anxiety. So I fucking went on Prozac for a little bit. And fucking, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm fucking, I didn't even lift at the time. I was like 15, 16 years old. I don't know. I was in fucking high school. So I fucking I got off fucking Prozac. And I was like, fuck this shit. And I started researching online about anxiety. And the fucking moral of the story is how I got rid of fucking anxiety is that it's all in your motherfucking head. The shit don't even exist. It's not even a fucking disease. It doesn't even exist. When you go outside and you're like, oh, this guy's looking at me, or I'm acting weird, or I'm gonna have a fucking panic attack, you're creating the fucking scenario in your motherfucking head that you're gonna get all these feelings. And by you thinking, oh, I'm gonna get a panic attack, or this guy's looking at me, you're creating all these motherfucking feelings and fucking actions, and they're gonna fucking manifest. That's the fucking problem. You don't need to go to a doctor. You don't need to go to a fucking therapist. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. The fucking thing that's really wrong with you is that you're weak fucking minded. You need to get your fucking mind straight, because all this shit, it's not even a fucking disease. The fucking psychiatrists and all these motherfuckers, they put people on all these fucking medicines. Why do you think everyone's on fucking Prozac and fucking Xanax? And this? Because they make money off that shit. That shit is all in your motherfucking head. So if you want to get rid of your anxiety, just know that if you get a panic attack, it doesn't even exist. You're not going to die. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not having a fucking heart attack. And the more you keep training your mind to tell you, there's nothing wrong with me, I'm not going to have a fucking panic attack, and no one's looking at, you're going to fucking get rid of it, because you're going to know that there's this whole fucking anxiety scenario that you fucking created is just a ball of fucking shit of feelings in your fucking head that you created and manifested into real life. So the second thing I want to talk about is depression. A lot of motherfuckers are depressed. How to get rid of depression is very fucking simple. You need to fix what the fuck is causing the motherfucking depression. What is it? You're broke? You got no job? You're fucking whatever. Whatever the fucking problem is that's making you depressed, you need to fix it. A lot of these beta motherfucking guys, they get depressed and they stay in the depression and they feel bad and they loathe over the fucking depression. That's probably the worst thing that you want to fucking do, is sit there and feel bad for your motherfucking self. Now, I could speak on these things because I suffered from these fucking things. So to get rid of depression, you need to fix the problem that is motherfucking wrong with what's causing the fucking depression. So if you got no job, go out, look for a job. I don't give a fuck if you work at McDonald's. You fucking take the job at fucking McDonald's and then you fucking advance yourself. And I guarantee you will get out of depression, because having no job is probably the worst thing any man could do. Because a lot of these guys are like, oh, I can't get a girl, I got no job, I got no car. Well, look, girls aren't really gold diggers, but the problem is, would you want to be with a fucking girl who's got no job and no motherfucking car? That's the whole problem why you can't get a girl. You need to get a job. I don't care where the fuck you get a job. I don't care if you get a job at fucking Walmart, Kmart, fucking, I don't care. Just get a fucking job, save up, get a shitty car. Then you fucking build a platform and motherfucking advance yourself to better fucking opportunities. It's not that fucking complicated, guys. So anxiety and depression, complete fucking scam, complete fucking joke, completely overrated. 90% of the motherfuckers in America are on fucking medication. And what does the medication do? It makes you like a motherfucking zombie. It makes you fucking dazed out. Shit's all fucking joke. It doesn't even exist. You're creating these scenarios in your motherfucking head that don't even exist by fucking thinking these horrible fucking thoughts.